guys to come down to your carpet spot. And I want you guys to be in your movie theater seating when you come down here. I want you guys to just be in your seating and focus and look towards the screen. That means we're crisscross applesauce, hands in the bowl, looking at the presentation, okay? I just want you guys to be on task today and be focused. So I'll wait till everyone comes down to get started. All right, friends. So our subject today is history, and our lesson topic is exploring early settlements, and then we're going to do a timeline travel at the end of the lesson, okay? So our learning objective is by the end of this lesson, you guys will be able to identify key events and figures from early American history and understand the significance of these events and shaping early settlements in America. And you guys will also engage in the physical activity, which I just mentioned, and it reinforces historical concepts, and timelines, okay? All right, before I go to the next slide, I want to share a question, and I want you guys to discuss this question with your neighbor, okay? And it's okay if you don't have the right answer. I just want you guys to take a guess, and I just want you guys to think outside the box and just be creative, okay? And I believe in you guys. You guys can do it, and it's okay. So, the question is, what is the importance of early settlements, and how do you think they have shaped America? And I want you guys to turn to your shoulder partner and discuss, okay? I'll give you like 2 minutes. And make sure we're talking with our friend, okay? Ding! All right, third graders. Do we have any brave souls in this classroom that would like to share their thoughts on this question? And it's okay if you're wrong or not right. I just wanted this to be a thought question that we discuss as a class, okay? Yeah. Yes, I really love that unique thought that you just shared with us. Anybody else? All right, we're going to move on. All right, so our introduction. So let me just recap the question. What is the importance of early settlements and how do they shape America? So early settlements were the very first communities in America. Native Americans, they lived here first. And we talked about earlier this week about the tribes that Native Americans created. And later, settlers like those in towns called Jamestown and Plymouth came from these places. These settlements helped people learn to work together, grow food, and create rules. All of these things were the start of how our country was built and grew into what our country is made of today or built of today. All right, now we're going to move on to a timeline, okay? So, way back when in 12,000 BCE was the indigenous peoples and their settlements, meaning the Native Americans and their settlements that they created. And like we said on the last slide, they were the first to come here. Then we have Christopher Columbus and his voyage back in 1492. This is where Christopher Columbus was trying to find his way to Asia, but then all of a sudden he took the wrong path and found his way to the Americans. And then we have in 1607 the establishment of Jamestown. This was a town where it's a colony of English settlers in Jamestown where they came together. And then we have the Pilgrims and the Plymouth in 1620. And this includes like the boat called the Mayflower and how that was put together. And then we have a year later in 1621, the first Thanksgiving. And this is where a Native American tribe and the Pilgrims came together to have a Thanksgiving. This is where they finally kind of got along. All right, so now, time for our timeline travel, okay? I have 4 different travel cards. But first, I want you all to go back to your seats, and within your table group, I'm going to pass out a travel card, okay? And then I'll explain from there. Where did my travel card go? Okay. All right, friends. So, first things first. I just passed out one event to each table group, okay? And I want you guys to read your cards and discuss with your table group. And then I want you to practice a movement that symbolizes the event that I just gave you. And then I want you just to prepare to present that in front of the class. Okay? All right. But first, I want to provide an example event and like how to do it. So I'm gonna do that, and then I want you guys to all guess my event based on my movements, okay? All right. So I have a travel card like this, okay? And I'm going to do my movement, all right? All right. So here we go. All right, can anyone raise their hand and try to guess what I just did? Yeah. Yes, it was the Christopher Columbus voyage. I was like trying to look out for Asia, but then I found the Americans. Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to sit here and explain. So I would pass out these little things, and I would have their like travel card text, and then I would have all the kids come up in their group, and I would have them act out the movement that I put on here. And then I would have all the kids, after the class tried to guess what they had, I would have them read out their travel card text just to like explain their event. But yeah, that is that. Alright class, I want you all to get up from your seats and come back down to your carpet spot for our last thing. Alright, I want you guys to share to your shoulder partner, what was your favorite part of the timeline activity? And you may discuss. I'll give you like a minute. All right, friends. I want someone to share their thought of this question, their reflection. Yeah. Yes. She said that her favorite part of the timeline activity was how she got to be in a group with her table partners and discuss the topic that they were given. And she just said that it was really fun. And I'm sure everyone else would say that was fun. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Our next reflection question was, why do you think these events are important to remember? And you can go ahead and share with your friend, your neighbor. I'll give like 30 seconds to a minute. All right, do we have any brave souls to share their answer to this question? Yeah. For sure. He said that these events are important to remember because they're how they shaped America. And I really like that answer. And the importance of these events, just to reinforce them, it's just how it was the start of our country and how we grew into what our country is today. And that is why these settlements and everything is important to our country. And then now I want everyone just to give me like a thumbs down, half thumb, thumbs up, half thumb, thumbs down. Just to get your understanding of like our discussed topics today. Yeah, okay. All right, friends, that concludes our lesson today.